Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts, and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Greetings everybody. Today guys, I would like to return back to discussion of the trading stops that we have on the Great British Pound, and we discussed in our weekly report as well. So last time when we talked about the cable, we said that do not be too hurry with the taking the short position, because the overall price performance that we saw around this area made us think that cable has to make another attempt to go higher. Some deeper retracement should be formed before you could take the position. And we have set the target that, well, stands around intraday confidence resistance here and inner ABCD OP target right here. So some traders have traded it to the upside to complete this area. Actually, we also have traded it with the grabber, if you remember, on the 5 time frame chart. Then next setup was the taking the short position around this area, suggesting that market could proceed lower to the OP, because on the cable, to be honest guys, I would be very happy if we will get the market around this area, around 135, because this area is just perfect for taking the long position on the daily chart. Confidence support, ABCD major OP target agreement, so it's really high probability trade could be. If we'll take the long position here with some bounce up, so if even not the upward continuation, but at least some reaction on this level should be significant, and that potentially might be a very good trade. And hopefully we will see cable sometime at this area. But currently, since I know that many traders have taken the short position according with our trading plan right here, and actually I also was thinking about this yesterday, but unfortunately wasn't able to appear around my computer just to take the position. So because it was really very evident type of action on intraday charts was, and I will show you a bit later. But currently guys, you could imagine and actually identify here triangle. Since we stand in a reaction to the very strong resistance areas weekly XOP, that was actually the reason why we have taken the short position, if you remember, with this downside action. And forming the triangle in a bit longer scale, I mean weekly chart, even on the daily, on weekly chart, it looks like the pennant. This is potentially bullish pattern. That's why currently, in the current moment, if you haven't taken the position here, and maybe you're thinking about taking short position right here, suggestion to take the market right to the OP. Well, personally, I wouldn't consider this taking a new short position on the cable by far. Mostly because of resistance of this pennant. That potential is a bullish pattern. It suggests that Great British Pound could go higher on a longer time scale, and it could achieve the levels that we have specified previously in the longer term. It is around 45, 147 area. This potentially what could happen within a few months, based on the actual triangle that we have. The only situation when the market will go to the OP, it could happen only if market will take it out of these lows. So downside breakout of the triangle, breaking of the short-term bullish context that we have, potentially could lead market right here. So in this case, you probably could make some scalp trade right to the OP if market will break through these lows, but not currently, because currently market still keeps chances that it could reverse to the upside direction. And take a look, potentially we today even could get the bullish grabber on the daily chart. That's the reason why I currently am not ready to take the short position on the cable. So on the 4 time frame chart, you could see that the upward action here, as we have suggested 2 weeks ago, this was ABCD, here was a grabber that we have actually used for taking the long position. The market here even has exceeded a bit OP, but still resistance worked perfectly. 48.50 48.85 area that we have specified. Here is market has formed bearish engulf, and actually it takes the shape of the head and shoulders on the hourly chart. So that was nicely looking setup. Well, price action around the head and shoulders was not perfect, as you can see. It's returned back above the neckline, but it was really, well, very short-term reaction here. In general, ABCD OP target already is done. And another level that we need to keep an eye on here is the XOP. XOP stands in 137. And this area, in the case if market will reach it, it will not mean that bullish context is over. So here you can see it might be some kind of another retesting right here, the trend line, and then market could reestablish upper direction. Because the wedge pattern that we initially have discussed here, if you remember, that was the reason why we also said that cable could go higher here with deeper retracement. It has been broken up, and now market is just retesting this broken trend line. So that's the reason why we're think it's a bit early to consider taking the new short position. Only if market will return back in the wedge and drop below these areas, that will be reestablishing of the downward trend. Until this will happen, it would be better to not consider taking the new short positions. That's great if you have traded our second setup with this downward action, but currently you have to tighten your stops or even think about what to do with the position, maybe take the result, at least partially. So, another warning from us is that keep in mind this XOP around 137. Drop to the 37 doesn't mean the market is going low. It doesn't mean that bullish context is over and we're going to the 135 on the daily chart. It's just extension of the head and shoulders that might be hit without significant harm to overall context as we have currently on the follow time frame chart and on the daily. So that's what we have currently on the cable. Be patient as if you would like to go long, as if you would like to go short. So, a few moments that we would like to warn you about on the cable today.